Hello and welcome back to Lately Fashionable. I am Chelsea Souter and we are going on the road today. I'm going up to Alexandria, Virginia for the afternoon. I am going to do some fabric shopping and some vintage swapping. Okay, I have arrived at Fabric Place Basement, which is a store I heard about on TikTok, and I'm very excited to check it out. I'm going to take you with me. I am back from a, quite frankly, whirlwind afternoon, evening. I had so much fun. So first I'm going to explain how the swap worked. This was my first vintage swap. It was with the group Monumental Retro, and it took place in Alexandria, Virginia, at the home of one of the organizers. So I did very little filming actually at the swap. I want to respect people's privacy, obviously. And frankly, I was having way too much fun to remember to film half the time, so. I do wish that I had filmed what I brought beforehand, but I didn't think about it, and then there wasn't really time to do it when I got there because that was in the midst of everyone hanging up stuff and trying things on, and it was frankly a little chaotic, but in a good way. But I will tell you what I brought. I brought 2 dresses and 2 skirts that were all too small for me, and unfortunately were also too small for everyone else who was interested in taking them home, so they did come back home with me. Better luck next time, I guess. I also brought 3 hats, all of which are really too big for me. They just don't quite stay on my tiny head, so I brought those along. And all 3 of those got snatched up, so I was really happy about that. I'm glad that they will go to a home where they can be used. And I brought 4 pairs of shoes, all of which were ostensibly in my size, but they're really too narrow, and my feet I think have gotten wider as I've gotten older, and I've always had wide feet, so they just were unfortunately never getting worn by me. They just sat and gathered dust, and I would much prefer they go to a better home. I also brought along 3, I think, scarves, 2 of which were silk, and those all got taken home. And a handful of patterns, only 2 of which came back with me, so most of them got redistributed. And also, when I was going through my scarves, I realized I have this box of gloves that I have not been wearing in my year of dressing vintage. And I should really change that because I have a lot of really cool vintage gloves in here, and I keep forgetting that they exist. But preparing for the swap reminded me to go through this box, and I kept all the ones I could not bear to part with, and also some that are in need of repair because I don't want to give away something that is in damaged condition. I want to give away the good stuff. So I picked out, I think, 6 pairs of gloves that are in good condition, but that I have others that I like a little bit more that are very similar in style. So I still have a lot of bases covered by the gloves that I kept, but I don't need all of them. So several of my gloves went to better homes. But now I'm actually going to start wearing these in my everyday life, and I'm really excited because I remembered that I have them. I think that was everything I brought. I came home with a lot more, but I will talk about that in a minute. First, I want to show you my fabric haul. It's in a Target bag because that's just the reusable bag I had with me. I did not go to Target. There was not time. Okay, so first of all, I really want to make this pattern from Wearing History. I love the style of this dress so much. I love the shearing details and the drapey gathers and but I didn't have any good fabric for it. I have searched my fabric stash long and hard, and I have found nothing that's really appropriate for that dress. So if I'm gonna make that dress, I needed to buy something, and with the help of my friend Janine, who met me at the fabric store, I did find what I think is going to be the perfect fabric. It is a beautiful dark blue and white gingham, and then it has these lacy embroidered stripes every inch or so. And it's a really nice shirting weight. I think it's going to gather and drape really nicely. And I'm so excited. And I love this color. And I also got this gorgeous cotton. Look at these beautiful colors. And I bought what was left on the bolts, which was about 2.5 yards. And I'm going to try to get a dress out of this. It will probably have to be sleeveless, but I think I can get a dress from it, and I will love it to death because this fuchsia color, this like grape purple, this goldenrod yellow, ooh, these are some of my favorite colors. And I love the way they all work together, and I love that I can pick out one color to accentuate with an accessory, like a hat or a scarf or a pair of shoes or a sweater. That's gonna be gorgeous. I also got this beautiful red ditzy print. It has both cherry blossoms and cherries, and then every once in a while, a ladybug. It's so precious, and it looks very like 30s, early 40s to me, and it's going to be an adorable dress, and I'm going to wear it all summer. I can't wait. Right next to that was this absolutely gorgeous flower print, and there was 1 yard wrapped around the bolt, and then I got an additional 2 yards cut, so I have 3 yards total. I also have 3 yards of this one. 3 yards is generally enough for me to make a dress. I think I got 3.5 of the gingham, just to be safe. And I might make the same Wearing History dress from this fabric as well. We'll see. There are different sleeve options, so I think it would be fun to try the different sleeve options. And then I also got this absolutely divine cream colored silk with just this micro ribbed texture. It is scrumptious, and I'm going to make a blouse from it. I might make the same pattern as my cream bishop sleeved blouse, because the more I wear that blouse, the fabric isn't holding up. It's getting dingy, and I'm afraid that it's just going to get more and more gross looking, and I don't know how to fix it. It's unfortunately polyester, so it might just be permanently dingy, and that would make me sad. So I might make a replacement blouse in the same color, but from silk, which I feel like would last longer. But I might do something else. I haven't decided. I have 2 yards of it. It was very expensive, but worth it. And then in the bargain table, I found this. It's a border print, but then the rest of it is this ditzy, it's like little dots in clumps of 4, so they kind of look like flowers. Now it does have an L-shaped tear or cut, which probably happened, somebody was cutting something on top of it and the scissors just went through it, and that's why it was, you know, in the clearance bin. But I could get something out of this for my daughter, which I think would be very pretty. Maybe a cute little pinafore dress or something. And then I had prepared and brought along various scraps of fabric that I did not currently have thread colors for. And I found matching thread for almost all of them, which is good because I don't have a fabric store close to me anymore where I can just go and buy thread. I also got these teal buttons, which are going to be for a project that I've already started, but the video is going to come out after this one, so I won't talk about it yet. Those are those. And that was my fabric haul. I did spend more than I had planned, but only by like $20, so it's not that bad. But like I said, I don't have a fabric store that's super close to me, so anytime I'm going to a fabric store, it's going to be a drive, it's going to be a production. I might as well make it worth my while, right? So that was Fabric Place Basement. Highly recommend if you're in the Alexandria area. And now let's talk my vintage swap haul. But first, let me explain the rules of the vintage swap. Everyone gets to sign in as soon as they arrive and start putting their things on the garment racks and the hat stand and the tables laid out for accessories. And then from 6 to 7, everyone gets a chance to peruse all of the items, try on anything that they want to, making sure to put it back on the rack or hat stand or table so that everyone gets a chance to look at them. And then at 7 o'clock, we began, and the names were read in order on the sign-up sheet by the hostess. So as your name was called, everyone got to go up to the garment rack, pick one garment, and then go back and wait until your turn in the line again. And it went around 3 times. So everyone got their first 3 picks. Once 3 rounds were over, then you could take back anything that you brought that you didn't want to go to the free-for-all, because that's the next step. The free-for-all, everyone just goes and grabs as much as they can, as much as they want. Try on more things. Some people brought things kind of right as the free-for-all was starting, so that was a little chaotic, but it was really good. And I really liked that system because it was very fair, very straightforward, easy to understand. And I got my top 2 out of my top 3, and I'll just show you. I will show you in the order in which I got things, which of course means it's at the bottom. So my number 1 pick, and I did get it, was this gorgeous navy, I believe true vintage suit. It's a jacket and matching pencil skirt. I would say it's probably from late 60s. It does have a metal zipper, and the skirt fits me perfectly. I was so thrilled. And I love navy. I wear a lot of it already, so I have navy hats, navy shoes, things I can accessorize it with. It does need a tiny bit of repair here at this sleeve and a little bit on the other one, Nothing major. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. It's gonna be so fun. And it also came with a matching belt, which I left in the house, but I have it. It's just in my bathroom. My number 2 pick was this adorable navy hat. Oh, I love her so much. I've already named her Mildred. That's just her name. I have a few navy hats already, but most of them kind of read as black when I wear them. And I think this one with the bow on it and the little flower in front, it's just different, and it's going to be a good addition to my collection. And it goes perfectly with the suit. So those were my top 2 picks. My next 2 that I would have gone for got picked by somebody else before I got to them, but that's okay, because on my 3rd round, I did get this adorable blue and white floral sundress, which also fits me perfectly. It is polyester, but it does have pockets, so there's a trade-off. I love blue and white, I love floral, and I don't have enough sundresses in my life, so. Like I said, those were my first 3 picks, and then in the free-for-all, I got a lot of fun stuff. I got this very 80s, just comfy dress. It's big on me, it's very loose and flowy and super comfortable. I might try to take it in to make it a little more flattering, but I might just leave it and wear it as a house dress because I love this color and I don't have enough of it. I also got this cute but stretchy tank top, which I can wear underneath this because it has a very plunging neckline, and then I just have a little bit more coverage if I wear that. And I got this gorgeous gray dress, which has a beautiful sweetheart neckline and full swingy skirt, and it is a rayon cotton blend, which surprised me. It also has a bit of spandex in it, so it's stretchy. It fits me like a dream, and I love it. And then I got this sleeveless shirt dress. I love the plaid, and it's a little bit big on me. Also, the skirt is a little short, but I have a fix for that. I think I'm going to take the skirt off, add in a contrast waistband, either navy blue or maybe the red, depending on my fabric choices, what I have to work with. And that will drop the waist down so that the skirt will sit at a more flattering spot on me, and it will be longer, it'll cover my knees. And at the same time, I will take in the bodice and just gather the skirt to fit the new waistband. And I think that will be so adorable, and I will wear it all the time. It is from Torrid, so it's not like a true vintage piece. I don't really feel bad about taking it apart and putting it back together. It also has pockets. The gray dress does not have pockets, but I'm going to see if I can rectify that. And then I also got this cozy teal sweater, which is very soft. It's a cotton and nylon and rayon and cashmere blend. You can really feel the cashmere in it, even though it's only 3%. It's very soft, very cozy, and I think it goes really nicely with this dress because it kind of brings out that teal blue stripe in the plaid, and it has a V-neck, so you can wear the collar popped out in the top. I think that's adorable. The last clothing item I got is actually not for me. It is this teal and taupe cotton striped sleeveless dress with pockets, and I got this for my friend Zoe just because it says Zoe to me. I think it's their style. I also got another navy hat. This one is velour and has a jaunty little bow on the back. I think her name is going to be Sadie. I'm not 100% sure. I also got another hat, but I don't see it in here. I must have left it in the house. I got these adorable yellow Keds. So cute. Sometimes I need a casual shoe and I don't have that many casual shoes. So I have these. There was a couple who brought a lot of housewares they wanted to share, and they gave out these mugs to pretty much everyone. So now I have an ugly sweater Christmas mug. Love it. And I also got this belt. It's like a fuchsia faux snakeskin. Can't hurt to have more belts. And then these 2 patterns. I brought like 8 patterns. I brought home 2 of my own, and I got 2 more. Okay. Let's have a fashion show. Fashion show, fashion show, fashion show at lunch. Here's the green hat. I might name her Gertrude. I'm not sure. If you have a suggestion, put it in the comments. I want to give a huge thank you to the Monumental Retro group for letting me join your very fun vintage swap event, and a special thanks to Michaela for hosting, and my friend Janine for inviting me. I had a great time, and I can't wait to attend the next one. As always, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a like, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe, and you'll get to see me wearing my new clothes. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Accentuate with... Sorry, that airplane just got really loud. I heard it coming, but I was ignoring it, and now it's like right on top of me. Woo! There's another airplane.